Double Masters 2022, card number 127. Surreal Memoir. Current market value 0.03, with a foil costing 0.06. This card is currently printed in 4 sets, including this one, and is playable in Modern, Legacy, Vintage, Commander, and Penny formats. There are currently 14 rulings against this card by Wizards of the Coast. 1. If a spell with Rebound that you cast from your hand doesn't resolve for any reason, due to being countered by a spell like Cancel, or because all of its targets are illegal, Rebound has no effect. The spell is simply put into your graveyard. You won't get to cast it again next turn. If you cast a spell with Rebound from anywhere other than your hand, such as from your graveyard due to the sins of the past, from your library due to Cascade, or from your opponent's hand due to send triplets, Rebound won't have any effect. If you do cast it from your hand, Rebound will work regardless of whether you paid its mana cost. For example, if you cast it from your hand due to Maelstrom Archangel. 2. If a replacement effect would cause the spell with Rebound that you cast from your hand to be put somewhere else instead of your graveyard, such as Leyline of the Void Might, you choose whether to apply the Rebound effect or the other effect as the spell resolves. 4. Rebound will have no effect on copies of spells because you don't cast them from your hand. 5. If you cast a spell with Rebound from your hand and it resolves, it isn't put into your graveyard. Rather, it is exiled directly from the stack. Effects that care about cards being put into your graveyard won't do anything. 6. At the beginning of your upkeep, all delayed trigger abilities created by Rebound effects trigger. You may handle them in any order. If you want to cast a card this way, you do so as part of the resolution, its delayed trigger ability. Timing restrictions based on the card's type, if it's a sorcery, are ignored. Other restrictions are not, such as the one from Rule of Law. 7. If you are unable to cast a card from exile this way, or choose not to, nothing happens when the delayed trigger ability resolves. The card remains exiled for the rest of the game, and you won't get another chance to cast the card. The same is true if the ability is countered, due to Stifle, perhaps. 8. If you cast a card from exile this way, it'll go to your graveyard when it resolves, fails to resolve, or is countered. It won't go back into exile. 9. Surreal Memoir isn't targeted. You don't choose an instant card at random from your graveyard until it resolves. Once you randomly select a card, it's too late for players to respond. 10. If you have only one instant card in your graveyard as Surreal Memoir resolves, that is the one you'll return to your hand. 11. If you are playing a format involving only cards using the Urza Saga TM set and later, you may change the order of your graveyard at any time. That means the easiest way to choose an instant card at random from your graveyard is to take all the instant cards in your graveyard, turn them face down, then shuffle them and pick a card. Then you just put the rest back. 12. If you have multiple instant cards in your graveyard with the same name, and one of them is being targeted by another spell on the stack or is enchanted with Spellweaver Volute, for example, you must differentiate them so you know which one, if any, is chosen at random. In that case, it may be better to use dice or another method that allows you to differentiate between the instant cards to choose one at random. 14. All players get to see which card you choose at random. To cast this card will cost 1 red mana, 3 general mana. It is a sorcery and an uncommon card with the ability, return an instant card at random from your graveyard to your hand. Rebound. If you cast this card from your hand, exile it as it resolves. At the beginning of your next upkeep, you may cast this card without paying its mana cost. EDH Rec has this card in less than 1% of the decks registered on its website.